I have questions. Number 1.
You ever drunk Baileys from a shoe?
2.
What?
You want to come to a club where people wee on each other?
No.
Is it possible to go from this to something that resembles fitness at 45?
Thank you, Greg.
Some kind of body shape that I am happy with. Some kind of health gain that's going to help me into the future. Drinking Baileys from a cup ain't going to help you.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Excuse me?
This is the story of how I transformed my physique twice in 9 months at 45.
Don't lie to me, boy.
This is me. Fat, unhappy, weak, demotivated, verging on morbidly obese and a body fat percentage well in excess of 35%.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Looking like a beached whale with the speed of a sloth and the stamina training which peaked with a lunchtime trip to McDonald's, I had enough. There were factors that led me to this situation. Factors possibly out of my control.
Because you were hungry.
However, I am the one responsible for this mess.
Because you are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile! Sir, yes, sir!
15 years ago, I looked like this. And now this is the objective. Roll back the years and achieve something close to what I had before.
Private Pile has dishonored himself and dishonored the platoon!
So, step 1, lose the fat. So like the majority of us, I took to the internet and I searched through the myriad of information, the plethora of advice, tips. You must do this, you can't do this, you must do that.
I have tried to help him, but I have failed.
But at the core of it, I knew I had to eat better and to move more. I explored every kind of diet over the course of 6 months.
I have failed because you have not helped me.
I tried carnivore, keto, evolutionary consistent meat and fruit. I cut out seed oils and processed foods. I cut out bread. I tried 1 meal a day, 2 meals, 3 meals, 4 meals, and spoiler alert, they all were.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Greg.
What the? This is supposed to be a transformation video. You can't go like this. What the hell is that? You look emaciated. You're skinny fat. Your arms are tiny. Your muscles have atrophied. What the hell have you done to get to that point? Yeah, you're 20 kilograms lighter. But this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. We gotta change the video. We gotta change the video.
You people have not given Private Pile the proper motivation.
This is where I got to. In 6 months, with a 6 weeks break in between where I did no exercise at all, but continued to diet, an impressive amount of fat. 20 kilograms, maybe 44, 45 pounds worth of fat is gone.
I like you. What do you think of me?
I don't rightly know, sir.
However, the stomach is still there. I can see a little bit of abs, but the arms have disappeared. I look emaciated. This can't be the way it's supposed to be. So what went wrong? Well, cardio. I did cardio for the best part of 6 months, and I was running every single day. I rarely took a day off. Every time I ran, I got lighter. Every time I ran, I got quicker at running. But unfortunately, every time I ran, my body also adapted to the running. As you can see, I got lighter in terms of fat and I got lighter in terms of muscle. So here I am, 92 kilograms, and this just ain't it. Bro, you should have listened to Coach Greg. You know what Coach Greg would say? You need to main gain. You need to main gain.
I think I heard him.
You need to main gain. Did you listen to Coach Greg? Show them the new video.
So that sounded like a pleasant feeling in his mouth. Perhaps he was, in fact, Gregging his consent earlier in the day. Now remember,
Thank you, Greg.
At this point, I have to interject just to give some context. In this final video, I was 88 kilograms in the morning, and I went to the gym and I did the one and only full ab workout, solely ab dedicated workout across the whole of the 2 months. Then I have run 5K at threshold pace, which is basically all out. And I didn't have the energy to be able to maintain all out pace for 5K. I did about 2K all out pace. I walked for 1K, and then I did a 2K again, all out pace. When I got home, I weighed myself again, and I weighed 87 kilos. So at this point, I was heavily water depleted, and this was my lightest ever weight. During that 2 months as well, against Coach Greg's advice, I'd actually gone to a heavy cut. I should have main gained, but I was cutting at 2,000 calories. And I was also running almost every single day, running in the morning, gym in the evening. And the weight was coming off, but about this weight here was where my body was saying stop. It was literally getting into this starvation mode. And after 9 months of deficits, and then at the end going really hard, this was the point where I felt my body needed a break. So at this point, I have to say, there are some points where Coach Greg just spits facts.
Thank you, Greg.
I watched so many videos, Coach Greg, Dr. Mike, Will Tennyson, and loads of other influencers. But Coach Greg will tell you, if you're 35% body fat, you shouldn't try to get to 10, which is what I was really trying to do, trying to get to 10 at 45 from 35% plus. In reality, getting to where I think I am now, around 17, maybe 15 to 17, it's arguable. This was the perfect point for me to shoot at and to stop and then to reassess. So that's number one. Don't try and cut more than half of your body fat percentage in one go. Be happy with what you've got. The second thing is calories in, calories out. Eat healthily. I made every single mistake pretty much that you could make on a fitness journey. And in 9 months, I still achieved, for me, what feels like incredible results. So you can see in this video as well, I've got a little bit of loose skin. It really does not bother me whatsoever. It's accentuated here by the dehydration, but I would much rather have a little bit of loose skin than that all of that excess weight. I am a completely different person now, visually and mentally, and in the way I perceive myself and the way that other people perceive me. There is a third phase to this transformation, and that's where I am now. So 1 month later from this point, final transformation in 3, 2, 1. So this is me now weighing in at 91.6 kilos. So I am 3.5 kilos roughly heavier than I was in that last video. This is no pump. I didn't go to the gym yesterday, and I can see that my muscles are fuller. What I have now, just to give you some context, I can see the striations in my upper chest, which is where I've been focusing. I actually have that upper chest muscle popping. I see some separation in my deltoids. there is still this little bit of chub here around the core. I have that in my stomach, but you can see the skin is not as loose. I have that little bit in my love handles there as well. And where I am very lean here is my upper torso. Upper torso, very lean. Chest, very lean. And here's the thing, you cannot choose where the body fat comes off. My arms, just for context, I'm 6'4". My arms are very long. I will never look big on camera, probably without steroids. But this is 3 months of training only. My traps are bigger than they have ever been in my lifetime. And they're not big, but they are bigger than I have ever seen them. And my chest has gone from 41 to 43. So it's increased 2 inches. My arms have gone from 13 and a half to now 15 and a half. So they've increased by 2 inches as well. What you don't see is where I have actually lost the fat is in my legs. I've still not got shredded legs by any means, but where the fat has been coming off has been my glutes and my legs. So I am consistently still getting leaner. And from my back is still not lean. I think I'm carrying body fat on my back. However, I can now see the separation of the muscles, and my trap muscles, which were non-existent before, I can now, my back seems like it's one of my strongest body parts. It's actually pretty wide, not big, but in terms of pulling motions, I can get a lot done in the gym. I feel strong. So really been focusing on my chest, and now it's not big, but I can see I have a starting point. I have a starting point and places to focus where I know that I can grow my physique, and I just feel like I'm in the perfect place to grow. So this is main gaining. I'm losing weight, as in body fat is still going, but I am seeing progression everywhere. Shoulders, chest, biceps, triceps, legs leaning off, getting bigger every time. And I'm really focusing on one thing that's really helped me is focusing on compound movements. So I wasn't doing any deadlifts. I'm doing deadlifts now. I'm making sure I'm squatting regularly, bench pressing. Just for context, I'm not pressing anything heavy. I'm doing like a plate and a half for reps. So like 3 sets of 10, plate and a half, and progressing and progressing. So all of my strength gains are going up. I'm not going to stop until I can do 2 plates for reps. That's going to be the goal, the typical Gymbro goal. However, I think now actually I'm leaner than I was in that photo 15 years ago. I'm as strong or stronger than I was in that photo 15 years ago. So do let me know what you think. Have I achieved what I set out to do? I did this in 9 months. I could have done it quicker if I'd probably have done a little bit less cardio, focused on my calories in the beginning, and hit the gym straight away instead of waiting 6 months to hit the gym. However you do your fitness journey, be under no illusions that it doesn't come down to genetics. Okay? Age is not a limiting factor in building muscle. It may not be optimal, but you can still do it. So if you put your mind to it, you are capable of rolling back the years. And if you're young and you're watching this, you are capable of changing your body in a very short space of time. Life is short. Thanks so much for watching. Smash a like on the video, share this with someone who might need it, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.